vehicles from the Canada Games. It's playing tonight, but we have a few, definitely a few committed fans that are lucky that will be staying up all night to watch. But no, it's clear that soccer has a special place in the heart of Indonesia. So even though Indonesia isn't in the World Cup this year, it doesn't stop fans from attending the watch parties at all hours of the night and cheering on the team for their
Sure. So, when the final whistle blow on July 19 and the fans return home, what will become the World Cup for Canada? And if you look back to the tournament like 5 years from now, what is the lasting legacy of the 2026 World Cup for yourself?
Yeah, great question. Well, of course, we hope that Team Canada performs well on the pitch in terms of the actual outcome of the games. But in 5 years from now, I think it's going to be even more memorable if the legacy that the games left. So I think that if more young Canadians are interested in playing soccer, I think it's that be excellent. If their cities and communities are benefiting from the new facilities and infrastructure that are just to ensure that the games go smoothly and our values and move stay forth. And I think that would be very
following our national team, but our national team coach, John Hartman, was also the national team coach of Canada, and as you say, a lot of the Canadian players also they are from outside, born outside of Canada. A lot of our players also are born outside of Indonesia. I think that's one of the key connections between Indonesian football culture and Canada's football culture. Also, it's not just of the way we play the field, but of the cultural identity of having a very multi-faceted society between our two nations. In your travels, have you seen that also?
I think so, and I'm glad that you brought up John Herman because he's known in Canada as having revolutionized Canadian soccer. He brought our women's team to the Olympics with bronze medals twice in a row. He also coached the men's team to the 2 people World Cup, where their ranking raised from 84th place to 33rd, which is a tremendous improvement. So I hope that he'll bring that same energy to Indonesia and the sense of belonging and bonding that he fostered on a team from comprised of people from very different backgrounds. I think that's all we mentioned that translates perfectly with Indonesia. So yeah, I'm confident that he will take Team Nats Indonesia to new heights going forward.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully, yeah, we have high hopes also for him. We know how great he has been with Canada national team, and we are hoping we can also replicate that to the Indonesian national team. So, outside of the 90 minutes on the pitch, do you have any one potential Canadian experience you recommend to Indonesian football fans who is now visiting Toronto or maybe Vancouver for the first time for this World Cup?
Yeah, that's a very important question. So I would say that it depends whether you're going to Toronto or Vancouver, because
it's very different.
They're very different. They're also very far away from each other. So if someone's doing both, then I commend them on their ability to go back and forth. Almost the same width as Indonesia. So you can imagine the travel time. But for Toronto, I would definitely recommend taking a ferry over to the Toronto Island, where you can see the skyline of the city, kind of far. Niagara Falls is the most visited tourist destination in Canada. That's about an hour and a half drive from the city. The CN Tower, which is our iconic landmark in Toronto, you can go up to the skywalk up there and see the impressive views. Otherwise, for Vancouver, it's really the nature, I think, that attracts people to Vancouver and British Columbia. So our famous Stanley Park there is known for its seawall along the coast where you can cycle and get some exercise. Otherwise, like I mentioned, our Indigenous culture is very prominent there, so we have totem poles, if you know what that is, and that is a way of storytelling for our Indigenous communities. So I think that those are the highlights. But if you're like me, and when you travel, food is the #1 priority.
That's me.
So I would say definitely don't miss out on trying our famous dishes like poutine and beef. Poutine is French fries with cheese curds and hot gravy for on top. So it's very unhealthy, but it's very delicious. So don't miss that one.
It's so nice. Maple syrup also.
That goes without saying.
In Canada. Other than people who want to go there for vacation, is there a chance for Indonesians to move to Canada maybe slightly long term? Are there any scholarships or study grants offered for the Canadian government?
Absolutely, yeah. So, and there's many different ways and pathways to including for Indonesians, longer term that is. For students, we have a vibrant and robust Indonesian diaspora studying in Canada. So the different pathways could be through the traditional Indonesian channels like LPBK, I know sometimes has connections with Canadian institutions, but otherwise it's really our ASEAN SEED scholarships, SEED scholarship program, and that is for Indonesian students enrolled in an Indonesian university to study in Canada for 1 semester in their 3rd year. So that's sort of our biggest scholarship program that we offer to Indonesian students. But I have some exciting news with regards to Indonesian travelers that might want to go to Canada for business or tourism, because we just recently announced new travel measures in which eligible Indonesians can visit Canada using electronic travel authorization rather than having to go through the slightly more burdensome process of getting a physical visa. So I think that's going to attract a lot more Indonesian visitors to Canada in the coming years, and what better time than now, right before our people World Cup. I don't know if our immigration officials actually did that on purpose, but I think the timing is great.
Implemented right now.
It's certainly active. So if you're eligible, I would encourage you to go to the immigration website, Canada's IRCC website, and just check out the different terms.
Okay, nice. Lastly, Ariel, do you have any last statements that you want to say to our people, to the readers of Compass.com from the Philippine Embassy?
Yeah, I would just say that the Canada and Indonesia friendship is just continuing to grow, and I think that this work is one way that we can continue to advance that, and getting the word out about the great relationship between our two countries really comes down to our friends in the media that allow us to do things like this to help spread the word. So just to say that may the best team win. I hope it's Canada that wins the FIFA World Cup, and hopefully we'll see Indonesia in the World Cup next time.
Thank you for the kind words. Thank you also for your time here, Ariel. Thank you for having me here in Indonesia so far. Thank you so much for all the kind words, and also good luck for Canada in the tournament. We want to see you guys also successful in the tournament also, because John Hartman, we love him so much. We hope that his legacy will continue also on the Canadian national team. Thank you so much for coming here to Compass.com.
Thank you so much for having me.
Teman-teman, jangan lupa untuk terus pantau ya update berita bola di www.kompas.com, juga di seluruh media sosial Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, dan YouTube. Saksikan obrolan newsroom setiap hari Senin sampai Jumat di YouTube Kompas.com. Saya sendiri pamit undur diri. Sampai jumpa.